is up, awesome people, and welcome back to my blind short play on the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color and for the Virtual Console on the 3DS. In the last episode, we went and did the challenge hole where we versed two random trainers and of course our rival, which in the end gave us a promo Mew card, which was really cool. And as I explained in the last episode, unfortunately I have missed one other promo card through that method, which was, I think, a Mewtwo card, so that was very unfortunate. So, in the meantime, between the last episode and this episode, I've done a lot of grinding. May I say a lot of grinding, as in 9 hours straight of grinding due to being in hospital recently, and this was the only entertainment I had in the meantime. Which means, yes, I have a brand new deck to use, and we may not be using it in this particular episode, even though I was contemplating actually using it, because it was quite a good deck. I do enjoy using it. But I want to sit on it for another episode just in case I want to make some quick little changes to it. So, I will actually go through and show it off for now. I've already showed off the deck I'm using in this particular episode in the last episode, even though we never used it then either. Fun times at the moment. I'm showing off the decks one episode in advance. Anyways, the whole gimmick to this particular deck, you may have seen in the deck selection screen, it was called Bland Deck. Now, normally I try for something a little bit Japanese-esque in regards to names for these particular decks. So hopefully the next episode when I do go to use this particular deck, I'll have a bit more of a fancy name, whether it be in Japanese or not, something a little bit better than bland. Because it is pretty bland. Anyways, in this deck, as I said, we are kind of focusing on the colorist side of the cards, which is really cool. There's quite a lot of good cards in that particular section. You can actually use them in any other deck if you want. It doesn't have to be a pure colorist deck. Although in this sense, it's more of a pseudo-colorist deck, because I am using two grass cards, as you can see. And you can kind of take a guess already which card I'm already using, because I've already used it in a few decks already. That is, of course, is the Scyther deck. So Scyther using one grass energy card for Sword Dance, and of course three colorless energies of any type for slash 30 damage. Does get doubled in power if you use it with Sword Dance the turn prior. And in this case, that is actually an option since I am carrying grass energy in this particular deck. I had a choice of any other particular energy I wanted to run, let it be grass just for that sense. Okay, so in regards to the colorists, this, I would have to say out of all the cards I've come across, this might be running for one of the most, I wouldn't want to say OP because it's not, because it can backfire quite easily. I would say one of the more stronger powers or I guess setups I've come by so far, and I'm not really going by whole metas and everything in regards to TCG Generation 1. I'm trying actually my best to avoid it as much as I can to try and just show a bit of variety. But anyways, in regards to, as I said, I guess, effectiveness and everything, we're going to start off with Jigglypuff. Now normally I wouldn't feature these particular cards, but this with being a GBC exclusive or GB exclusive card, it's kind of makes sense why this particular card was never actually introduced in the actual TCG. I could be wrong, it could have been introduced in the expansions afterwards because this particular game only covered the first couple of expansions. We have Friendship Song and Expand on Jigglypuff. Expand does 10 damage, Friendship Song requires 1 energy of any type, and Expand requires 2 of any type. Flip a coin. If heads, put a basic Pokemon card chosen at random from your deck onto your bench if you can't use this attack if your bench is full. Makes sense. However, this combined with another card, which we'll see next, that should have given away what the next card is actually, makes this somewhat strong. As I said, I'm trying my best not to use the word OP because it's not OP. It can be quite overpowered if you play it right. You've got the luck of a horseshoe. In my case, no. So that's why I said I'm trying to avoid that word as much as I can. Expand doesn't really do too much. All damage done to Jigglypuff during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 10 after applying weakness and resistance, of course. And Jigglypuff has resistance up against the Psychic cards, which is great. So I'll be most likely using this deck up against the Science Club because we're around Psychic. So the next one we left is Science Club, and I think from top of my head they used Psychic cards as well, but focus on more of the Poison type Pokemon. Could be wrong. And the other reason why I'm using the Scyther as well, I forgot to mention that. Scyther has a resistance to fighting cards and a weakness to fire, but most of these colorless cards have a weakness to fighting, which means I can kind of counteract and have one at least counter to brown cards, so that was another reason why I wanted to bring Scyther. Anyways, the reason why I said that particular card was, again, quotation marks, overpowered in some ways, is because of this particular card. Now, at one point throughout this entire walkthrough, I might have said that this card is somewhat weak. I take it back. And what, just completely disregard what I said about Wigglytuff at that point in time. I actually can't remember when I said it. I think it might have been in the Fire Club episode. Someone had a Wigglytuff, and I completely underestimated this particular card. Moves a Lullaby and Do the Wave. Right, on the surface, looks completely weak, yes, it truly does. Lullaby for only 1 energy card, Do the Wave for 3 energy cards, and it has 10 plus base power. Again, resistance to Psychic, weakness to fighting cards. But this is where it starts to go a little bit, probably shouldn't have underestimated this card. Lullaby, defending Pokemon is now asleep. Okay, pretty plain and simple. Nothing to really worry about. Just flip heads, unless you're KrimZen, always flip tails and it is an issue. But, Do the Wave, 10 base power, does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. AKA, if you get really lucky with Friendship Song or Jigglypuff and manage to go 3 Pokemon on the bench through that particular move, this move at an absolute max can do 60 damage. May not sound like a lot, but most times that's about a 2-hit KO to most cards, which is very scary. And if you can't do anything to this particular card, or you can't get moves out in time because you acquire too much energy for whatever reason, like electric cards for example, most of them require high energy cost, or the fire cards require high energy cost, you're in a lot of trouble. This card is actually relatively scary, and as I said, if you got 5 Pokemon on the bench, 60 damage, been able to throw it off an awful lot because double colorless exists in this game. Very, very scary indeed. So yeah, we're mixing Jigglypuff with Friendship Song with Wigglytuff with Do the Wave. Very, very scary combination. From there, it's kind of like self-explanatory. There isn't too much to use here. I was actually going to use Kangaskhan with Fetch, but unfortunately I don't have any more Kangaskhan's to use because that's currently in the electric deck, which we'll be using in this episode. But then we go on to Snorlax with Thick Skin, does his Poke Power, and Body Slam for 4 energy of any type with 30 damage. With Poke Power being Snorlax can't become asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. Which makes absolutely no sense because at the next point it goes, this power can't be used if Snorlax is already asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Okay. Is there like one there that's not already there? Poisoned is the only one that's not there, but that doesn't negate it. I'm confused about this one. How exactly do you negate this particular Poke Power besides the ability that actually stops all abilities, which I think is Muck's ability? Can't remember who it was, but someone negated all Poke Powers. I still haven't worked it out. Someone might have to let me know in the comment section how in the world do you counter that particular ability. Anyways, Body Slam, 30 damage, flip a coin if heads. Unless KrimZen, you always flip a tails. Defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Pretty plain and simple. Mostly for its Poke Powers while I'm using Snorlax, plus it's a health tank with 90 HP. So it's unfortunately a 2-hit KO with Wigglytuff's Do the Wave at max power. But it's mostly there to stall and try and get some at least Pokemon on the bench, or try and get my Wigglytuff out, or my Jigglypuff out, or my other remaining Pokemon, which is called Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. Now, a while I've been missing Dragonair for some odd reason. I couldn't ever pull this particular card. I got plenty of them now, which is great. I actually pulled about 4 of them in hospital, so that was amazing. At least something great came out of the hospital visit. But anyways, main reason why I wanted to use Dragonite is because it's Dragonite. I thought it'd be a fun challenge. Anyways, 4 energy card of any type for Slam, 40 base damage. 4 multiplier 4. I always forget how you meant to explain that one. Poke Power, step in. So at any time during your turn, before you attack of course, if Dragonite is on your bench, you may switch it in with your active Pokemon. So for example, if you had something like Snorlax, I think might have been a high retreat cost, or anything with a high retreat cost, you can use this power of Dragonite's on the bench and then swap your Pokemon that's currently the active Pokemon with your bench Dragonite. Ease peas, no retreat cost whatsoever. So in that aspect, I actually find that a really powerful ability. And then you can either use things like Scoop Up or anything like that, or Mr. Fuji to take out the already badly weak and high retreat Pokemon. And voila, off you go again, I guess. Anyway, Slam. Multiplier of 40, flip 2 coins to attack does 40 damage times number of heads, unless you're KrimZen, most time will be 0. Anyways, that's mostly the deck there. The trainer cards should be our usual shenanigans. Professor Oak times 2, Build times 4. Pokemon Breeder times 1, Pokemon Trader times 2, because we do have a lot of evolution cards in this particular deck. We also have Energy Search, Energy Removal times 4. Pokeball times 4. Normally I don't carry Pokeball because of my horrible bad luck. But I'm going to try and get some Pokemon on the bench as quick as I can, hence the Pokeball being in this deck. We also have Gust of Wind times 2 to try and cause some swaps on the opponent's side. Potion times 4 for some recovery. And plus, we don't have to worry about discarding energy cards at that point. And that's it. As for energy cards, 13 grass energy cards. And due to double colors being a special card, I do believe, in this particular game, which I know it is in later generations, double color is times 4. Just because, obviously, double color is going to count for most of the energy cards on our Pokemon. Anyways, that is basically it for that particular deck. As I said, it's not final as of yet, but just take that as a sneak preview for next episode's deck if I don't get around to actually modifying it. Alrighty, so after all that explanation, oh look, I was actually at the science club. I actually could have done this if I really wanted to. But, as I said in the last episode, I was going to do the water club, so let's get that over and done with, because I think it's about time we actually went and did the water club. It's very overdue. Alright, so this is one of the clubs that Umanaki can spawn at. I was actually seeing if he actually was there. Let's go check the lobby first if there is anything there. What a strange guy Umakuni is. Have you found him yet? It's rumoured that he has really rare cards, which he does. 4 booster packs when you beat him, 1 of each of every booster pack, which is very nice. Sarah and Amanda of the Water Club are twins. Know why they look alike, so much alike. Nothing as of yet. I think this might be a trade. We don't use fire cards here at the Water Club. I have this rare Arcanine, but I prefer Lapras. If you own a Lapras, would you mind trading it for my Arcanine? Sure, I should have plenty of them. Trade a Lapras for an Arcanine. There we go, and all of my Lapras cards I really wanted to use would have been in my water deck anyways, so no loss there at all. I'm assuming I would have had a lot of them anyways. Alright, promotional card, Arcanine level 34. Quick attack and Flames of Rage. Quick attack for 2 energy of any type, 10 plus damage or 10 base damage. Flames of Rage, 2 fire energy cards required, base 40 damage. No resistance, water weakness, that's 70 health. Flip a coin, if heads this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails this does 10 damage to yourself, unless defended, that will negate it. Flames of Rage, discard 2 fire energy cards attached to Arcanine in order to use this attack. This attack does 40 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on Arcanine. That's a lot of fire energy cards needed for that particular attack. I mean, if you're using it as a last resort before Arcanine goes down or something like that, or if you had some way of moving damage counters onto this particular card, say with like a Alakazam ability. Oh, I'm trying to think what else. I don't think that there's any type of ability that you have that would actually attack your bench outside of self-destruct or explosion. Other than that, I can't think of any other ways of dealing damage to your own bench. Otherwise, you just gotta heavily rely on the opponent doing that for you. Okay. Thanks for the Arcanine. Oh, Amy. I nearly read there's all any. The master of this club does lately is sleep. She's bored because she doesn't have anybody to duel. Well, she can duel me straight up if she really wants. I mean, I've only had one club that does that, as far as I'm aware. Let's see, can I... Hey, stop, this is a restricted area. Amy the club master is resting. Well, if she's bored, she can just duel me now. Looks like we haven't got anywhere else to go, so let's get these duels a-rolling with Sarah as our first opponent. Before I do, I don't even know if I've got my electric deck selected. What did I have? No, I didn't. That would have been embarrassing. We would have gone straight into a duel. I don't have the right deck selected. Okay, so I would rather duel, thank you. 2 prizes. 2 prizes? I'm so used to 4. Okay, this is going to be a very quick duel. Water Club member Sarah Waterfront Pokemon deck. Well, it's going to be a straight up water deck, I would assume. Waterfront. I'm hoping there's no grass cards, so I think I might have resistance to grass. Straight off the bat, no basic Pokemon. What a surprise. Okay, shuffles the deck, tries again. This deck should have a decent amount of basic Pokemon in them. Kangaskhan is straight up. We do have a Bill, we've got a Professor Oak, we've got a Defender, we've got 3 Lightning Energies at least. We got a Bill, I can't complain, and we do have a Professor Oak. We can fetch with Kangaskhan, so not a complete loss there. Coin flip. Yep. Oh, I actually got a heads? Wow. Thanks for making me alive like most of this episode so far. Did get the EV from the draw, which is great. That's straight on the bench. Bill for draw 2, Scyther, and a double colorist. Nice. So we can throw the Scyther down on the bench. We could potentially throw that double colorist onto the Scyther if needed. Go straight for the 30 damage with Slash. Gotta actually throw that Lightning Energy card onto Kangaskhan for its fetch ability. Don't need to go for Defender. I'm going to try and save that for, say, my Electabuzz, because it does have recall damage, mainly why that particular card's in this deck. Other than that, let's go straight for fetch. Allows me to draw 1 card from the deck. And we move on. I actually got Pokemon Trader. Nice. So if I did Unfortunately, I didn't have any like stage 2 or anything like that in this deck. I think the only stage 2 Pokemon I have is Electrode. Top of my head anyways, or a Jolteon. What'd they go for? I completely forgot what they went for. They went for a bill, sorry. So a Staryu and a Farfetch down on the bench. Water Gun, I do believe they just used for 10 damage to Kangaskhan. Drew my other Professor Oak, that's really unfortunate. I can go straight. Oh, I may as well start setting up the Scyther at this point. Nothing else to do except go for a fetch. Fetch another Lightning Energy card. Alright, so we're gonna have plenty of energy cards, but at this point, I don't have the cards I actually want to use with it. And because I'm not dealing any damage to this Poliwag at all, it's not getting any extra boost in that Water Gun's attack. So what Water Gun is, it's based on damage. So the more damage it's based on... I lie, it's based on energy cards. So the more energy cards it has, the more damage it's going to do. But I think at this point, they might be just going straight for initial damage to me while I set up the bench. Might be bad that I'm stalling. We'll see if that's going to turn into a bad thing. My other move is Comet Punch. I guess I could try and set up for that. But I think that I got another Scyther, nice. I think that relies on coin flips as well, which is bad. I mean, we all know my coin flip luck. Especially when it comes to damage, it never happens. Got me Voltorb, nice. And I also got my Scyther, so I should have a full bench by now. We can try and set the Voltorb up. I'm starting to think that might be a bad idea. I could have actually tried to set up the other Scyther. Oh, never mind. Lightning Energy. I honestly can't remember how much Electrode needs. I think that's 3 energy I need at the absolute most to run that. Did get an energy removal, so we can try and, I guess, knock that power down on the Poliwag's Water Gun. Whew. I will say this, I'm not a huge fan of Stall. By now I would have had like a hyper offensive move going on, knocking out this Poliwag and knock out the rest of the bench. Because it looks like she's not as set up as she'd like, especially the fact she's only... Oh, look, I finally got the Zapdos. Oh, I actually did have Bedroom. Finally got the Zapdos. I was actually trying to scratch my head if I actually did put that in this deck. Unfortunately though, I don't particularly have the energy cards needed to run the Zapdos. That needs like 3 or 4 energy cards to run. But I think the second move on Zapdos I don't actually use. Double Colorless, we can throw that down on Scyther. We could throw that down on Zapdos, I think. Zapdos, nope. Only needs 1 Colorless. Thunder we will be using. Thunderbolt I won't be using. Because that requires me to discard all my energy cards, which I don't want to do. So I think I might throw that double Colorless down on Scyther as a last resort. Nice! I got Electabuzz, so when I lose the Kangaskhan this turn, I'll be able to put the Electabuzz down on the bench. That only requires 1 electric energy. I actually would have preferred drawing that to begin with. The other issue is I forgot this is only a 2 prize battle. Oh dear, KrimZen, you might want to start actually doing some damage. Okay. Let's play smart here. Let's put the Electabuzz down, put that down. I'm not gonna kill that. Let's Gust to win. Might actually go into a Staryu because she hasn't got any energy cards in that, which means she can't retreat or anything. So I get 1 free hit out of that. Okay, finish the attack without finish the turn without attacking. Energy removal, which means I can go through and remove the Poliwag energy card. I mean, heck, I can even go through... Oh, it's only 2 prizes. Let's try and get rid of this now. Right, 1 prize card. Pokeball, nice. Right, she brings out the other Staryu. Now, we're both down on our last prize card as well. I actually completely blanked and forgot this was a 2 prize battle, not a 4 prize. Or a 6 prize. Okay, the other Lightning Energy card came out. We'll throw that on the Electabuzz. Oh! Don't go for it. Solid Dance. If I actually had Grass Energy, that would have been very, very, very bad and very, very sad. Alright. Retreating? Nope, staying in, going for the slap, and that is game. That moment when you completely do it, forget this isn't a 4-card battle, completely set up, and be like, oh no, I've only got 1 prize card left. I may have been too overset up for that particular battle. I probably should have just ended it. Alright, that went for a lot longer than it should have because I'm dumb. Alright, I guess I lost. Maybe I shouldn't have been swimming so much. For this one, we're going to get Colosseum, so if you want Colosseum booster packs, that would be a very quick battle to actually do. Unfortunately though, I've got plenty of cards in this particular expansion, so kind of not the expansion I don't want anymore. Oh look, we even got through the wave Wigglytuff. Hey! We got Magikarp as well, Goldeen, Charmander, Diglett, Tangela. More water energy cards. There's some decent cards here at least. Do the wave Wigglytuff is always great. I got another one. I've got plenty of them now. Seeking, Revive, Growler, Staryu, Diglett, Nidoran Male, Charmander, Goldeen, and Water Energy. Guess I have to practice more to improve my Pokemon game. 1 down, 2 more to go. Doesn't it feel good to relax by the pool? Isn't it wonderful to duel in a place like this? Let's just cut the chase and get to the duel. Wait, was that 3 prize cards? Water Club member Amanda Lonely Friends deck. Cubone is definitely going to be in this one with Snivel. Who else is lonely? Alright, no basic Pokemon. We've got Clefairy. Oh, sorry, Clefairy Doll. That doesn't actually tell me anything. It is telling me, though, it's a multicolour deck. It's got so far blue and green. Maybe they won't... Oh, look at this! Oh! Since when do I draw hands like that? I'm just missing a Professor Oak card, and that's it. We can go straight for the Electabuzz lead, because why not? That is really good lead. And 2 Zapdos on the bench. Oh, my... Okay, 3 prize cards. Alright, that's interesting. Bit of a odd number. Okay, Jigglypuff lead, Grass Energy on the Jigglypuff. Going for the Lullaby. I need to flip the heads. Hey, I actually flipped the heads when I said flip ahead. Nice. Oh, and I drew a Scyther. Wow, what's with all these basic Pokemon at this point? I've never drawn so many basic Pokemon. Bill, Voltorb, Gust of Wind. Oh. Oh, the Lula. Wow, there's even more basic Pokemon. Wow. That is so many electric cards. Oh, sorry, I was meant to say basic, but I never flipped my heads there. Would have been nice though, paralysis on that, can't use Lullaby. It is going straight for the pound though, so I don't need to worry about the Lullaby anymore, which is great. But 20 damage done to Electabuzz there. Draw the Electrode, which is very, very, very nice, considering I just drew the Voltorb last turn. Do I go straight for Electabuzz, or do I go straight for Scyther or Zapdos? I might go straight for Zapdos. I mean, heck, if I get a Professor Oak, that is going to be so beneficial to me at this point. Yeah, I got the head, so paralysis. So no damage next turn, no retreat next turn, unless a strange full heal comes out of nowhere or a potion, that's fine. She won't be able to do anything to me though. Water Energy on the bench, Jigglypuff by the looks of it. Another Electabuzz. I think I got a full bench. I do, I got a full bench. Wow, that's a first. Alright, no heads unfortunately that turn. 10 damage though, I did manage to burn a potion out of her hand. Most times NPCs I think carry at least 1 or 2 potions, so that means there's going to be at least another potion floating around. Energy removal, always great. Oh, well we'll get rid of that double colorless. And she only had a Jigglypuff on the bench as well, so 1 bench Pokemon, 1 active. No, well, barely any energy cards now on that Jigglypuff. She would need to put another... Alright, I would say that's all the potion cards burnt. Let the layout prove me wrong. And unfortunately, she had a double colorless in her hand, so that's back. I do have a potion myself, that's great. Knock off 1 pound. But she should not be healing anymore unless she's one of the rare NPCs that actually do have 3 or 4 potions in a deck. And run it like me. Unfortunately though, I'm not getting any Professor Oaks. What a lovely time to be not getting Professor Oaks. I can't gust the wind because there's nothing to gust the wind into. I'd just be gusting wind into my own death as well. That's got Pound and Lullaby to go as well. Alright, finish the turn without attacking. No potions, no nothing there. Nice, so they all burnt. Another basic Pokemon card. Oh, another heads. Nice. Well, 30 down, 30 more to go. In regards to damage, still paralyzed. I need 2 more attacks. She can't retreat. She does have a Clefairy doll down. Hey, we got the Jolteon. Put that on the Eevee, but at this point, I don't have anything to really do in regards to power, and I don't have energy cards. I just need one Professor Oak. There's 2 of them in this deck. I've got to draw one sooner or later. While this thing's just pounding me, I have 10 HP left. Hey! I knew that had to come around sooner or later. I do have to give up 1 Electabuzz and 1 Kangaskhan, though. Oh, look, I got another one. I got a bill, so let's go get some more. Okay, now we're not struggling for energy cards. We've got 2 lightning energy cards, which I will throw down on the Zapdos. That I only need 1 more energy card for. What can I do? I can use a potion. That'll make me stick around for at least 1 more turn. I have a defender, which means if I throw a lightning energy card down on oh man. Did I make a boo-boo? I did make a boo-boo. If I threw my lightning energy card down on Electabuzz, then use my defender, it wouldn't have mattered if I actually flipped a Tails, because I wouldn't have dealt recoil damage due to the defender negating that, and I would have knocked out the Jigglypuff, but it wouldn't have mattered because next turn I would have had to deal with another pounding Jigglypuff. Ah, good job. I'm gonna have to hope for a heads. I actually got the heads, wow. That made up for the misplay. That goes down next turn, so it doesn't really matter what I do unless she plays another potion. Scyther going down the bench, Grass Energy down on the bench, Scyther as well. Right, another bill, so now we're starting to get through my cards a little too quickly at this pace. Even if I do lose the... even if I do lose my Electabuzz, there is another one for me to use. No! Don't do it this turn because there's no point. Thundershock. Didn't matter. KO'd. Alright, that's 1 down. 2 more actually got a potion. Nice. Oh dear, it's this one. It's this particular Jigglypuff. Oh no. I could have gusted wind into this one. Alright, Poliwag on the bench. Going for Expand, which means that's going to be subtracting 10 damage. After applying... Oh, nice. Alright, I think I need Retreat cost of 1. No, 2. For a basic Pokemon, that's a lot of retreat cost. Okay, let's go... Let's go Defender on Electabuzz. From there, we're going to go for the Thunder Punch. If heads, I do an extra 10 damage. If tails, no damage because of Defender. Of course. I mean, not like it would have mattered. Anyways, no damage due to Defender. That's why I throw Defender in this deck, so it's going to evolve into Wigglytuff. Oh no! Don't use Do the Wave! Don't use Do the Wave! No! Oh no, I was just saying how good this move was. I said at the beginning of this episode, watch out for this particular move, but it is quite scary. I'm about to have a taste of my own medicine at this point. Oh, I had a potion! I don't think it would have mattered. I honestly don't think it would have mattered. What am I doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Defender, that's what I'm doing. Hand, Thunder. If Tails, 30 damage to yourself. I think I negate 20 of that, so I'm only doing 10 to myself. Lucky I did throw the Defender down. 60 damage, takes out the Wigglytuff. And 10 damage to myself. Nice. So as I said, if I flip the Tails, originally without the Defender, it would have been 30 damage. Which is quite scary. So no attack that turn. She is down on the last prize card. All perfectly fine and dandy at this point, because that is game. That's a last prize card. Boom! And actually did flip a Tails, so no damage. 60 damage to Poliwag. There's the last prize card. Boom! Balla bing! Balla boom! Nice. And I actually get to show off the Defender strategy too. So when in doubt with recall damage moves, just throw a Defender in the deck and you won't be getting recall damage as hard as you normally would. Receive a booster pack of Mystery, Articuno, Rhydon, Flareon, Pokemon Center Meowth, Voltorb, Drowsy, Pikachu, Vulpix, and Fire Energy. And the second one, of course, another mystery. We get Moltres, Gloom, Jolteon, Flareon, Mankey, Mysterious Fossil, Pikachu, and Water Energy, Voltorb, and Omanyte. Losing kind of destroys the atmosphere of the place. Okay. This next trainer, I remember getting soft lock somehow. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I think like I stood in the wrong section and then I got blocked off somehow. I can't remember, but I just remember causing a soft lock and I could not get out of it. I had to reboot the entire game. The person resting over there is Amy, the club master. If you wish to duel Amy, I keep reading it as Any. Go defeat Sarah and Amanda first, then I will test your skill, and if by chance you should win, I will introduce you to Amy, the club master. What, you defeated Sarah, when I get the right name, and Amanda, you must be pretty good if you defeat the two girls. Bugger that. As promised, I'll test your skills. If you win, I'll introduce you to Amy. Right, we got Joshua. I think it was a 4-prize card match. Sounds of the Waves deck. We'll find out if it is a 4-prize card match. No prize. Yep, kind of the usual. I can't have that awesome luck last game as every single game, I suppose. Kangaskhan again is a lead. I don't even have that many Kangaskhan's in this deck. I still managed to lead with it. No Electabuzz. Alright, 4 prize cards. Right, we're back to our normal territorial familiar area here. Flip ahead if... I actually said flip ahead and I got ahead. Nice. I drew the Voltorb. Nice. I did see a Seal. One bench Pokemon on Joshua's side. I have a Bill at least. Let's use that. I drew a Zapdos and a Gust of Wind. Nice. So I can throw that down. I can potentially, if I really want to, which I do want to, I can start setting up the Zapdos. I have 2 energy searches, so we can draw lightning energy cards from our deck times 2. Whoops. I know I can't place down more than 1 energy card per turn. Okay, so we got them in reserve. That's 3 out of 4 in regards to Zapdos. I have 2 defenders ready to go. The only 2 defenders in this deck, I do believe. Ready to go for Thunder, which is great. Oh. Except I can't fetch because I'm an idiot. KrimZen, next turn, why don't you fetch a little bit of strategy and actually put down an energy card down on Kangaskhan so you actually do the strategy. Oh boy, that was a major oversight. 10 damage to myself. I deserve that. I got thinking way too far ahead. I forgot about the main part of the strategy, fetch. Okay, that makes up for the energy card I had to use for Kangaskhan. Alright, so the bench Krabby evolved into Kingler. I'm still getting whacked by Seal for 10 damage. I drew another Kangaskhan, not like I need any more fetching. I could use Gust of Wind going to Pokemon that can't do much to me, I guess. No point, since I'm only using this to fetch for cards. Defender, I have 3 defenders. I don't have to worry about recall damage now, I guess. Another Kingler on the bench as well, so 2 Kinglers, a Seal. Did I see the other Pokemon come out? I've got a really bad memory. The latter's probably correct. I've got a horrible memory at this point. 4 defenders. Wow. I ain't using a plus power on Seal. Headbutt now doing 20 damage. They really want me stalling Pokemon gone. And heck, if I wanted to stall any more, I've got a potion. What's my retreat cost? An ungodly amount of energy cards. Alright, you're just going to sit there and just take the moves at this point. And give me cards. That's all your job is, just give me cards. Alright, Eevee, I can take that. Water energy card. Unfortunately, as I said, while I'm stalling, they're setting up their bench quite perfectly well. I mean, heck, I can't really say my bench is underdeveloped. I have quite a lot of cards on the bench, quite some decent cards too. I can set up Scyther, I have Voltorb, I have Eevee, but I've yet to see Jolteon yet. I don't want to put the second Kangaskhan down because there's no point at this point. As I said, the bench is pretty much ready to go. I'm getting awesome cards ready to use. I've got Defenders, I've got Potions, so if I need to fall back because something's gone pear-shaped, I also get a Bill, so 3 cards this turn to pull. I get another Scyther, which is great, but I'm out of energy cards. Oh. yeah, that's a thing. Let's fetch for another one. Hopefully. I got a bill. Well, better than nothing. Alright. Headbutt again. Alright, next turn I go down. Pokeball. What can I Pokeball for? I could Pokeball for Jolteon. Or I could Pokeball for Electrode. If I even get the heads. Oh, I actually get... Wow. I was thinking I'll just go for it. Because why not? But I actually got the heads. So, rash decision going for the Jolteon. I don't know if that's going to be a good one. Or if that was a bad decision. Let's hope it was a good decision. I can tell sometimes with some of the things I do. Oh, I got the Zapdos. Nice. Well, when this goes down, they'll free up a little bit of space on the bench. I can start setting up a second Zapdos. I highly doubt the battle's going to go for that long, though. Once Zapdos is on the field with a few defenders, it's quite hard to stop this. Plus, I've got potions to heal up. I did not mean to put that. Oh, I hit the A button way too fast and put an additional energy card on this card, which I did not need. Well, that was a waste of an energy card. Hey, well, that moment when you don't feel as bad as using a defense card, because you flip the tails. It kind of feels a bit of a waste if you flip a head. But knowing me, as I said, I very rarely flip heads. This episode's going to prove me wrong at this point. Defenders are awesome little tools for that. So Kingler's on the active, can't do anything this turn. Electabuzz comes out. There's no space on this bench whatsoever for another Pokemon, unfortunately. Another defender down. On the overly energy-hungry Zapdos with the 5. Another 10 damage to Zapdos because I can't flip heads. Okay, I take back what I said. This game is definitely proving me right in regards to I can't flip heads. Even if my life depended on it, I still can't flip a head. God damn it. It's pretty obvious I'd be pretty bad at gambling. Should never put money on flipping coins because I definitely would lose that money. Oh, okay. I finally flip a head. That was a waste of defender in some ways, I guess. Got another Pokeball from the prize pool. Their last card is going to be the Horsey. 40 damage, going for the smoke screen. Did not receive damage because of the defender, but I'm confuzzled. I'm officially confuzzled because I don't know what that did because I pressed the A button too quick again. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin if tails. That attack does nothing. I don't like the sound of that move because I ain't flipping two heads at this point. Let's go into Seal, which has nothing on it. Let's use a potion on Zapdos, just in case. I gotta flip a coin. Oh, I'm so glad I did use a potion. I flipped the tails, of course. Okay, I finished the turn without attacking. Bill, I am so low on cards at the moment. Electrode and energy removal. No points at this time, I guess. I'm just doing it because why not? And that's all she wrote. There we go. 30 damage. I actually got the head. No damage to myself. Bye-bye, Seal. 120 damage. Seal was knocked out. Draw your last prize card. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alrighty, third person down. What? How could I lose? Another mystery booster pack. So Colosseum and 2 mystery booster packs from this particular gym. That's a lot of stage 1 cards there. We also got Clefairy, we've got a Shelter Mouth, Drowsy, Execute, Vulpix, and the stage 1 Pokemon we've got Omanyte, Rhydon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. Can you sort these? Yes, you can. You can even sort your booster pack cards. Nice. Alright, and in the second one, we got Double Colorless, Paris, Shelter, Omanyte, Articuno, Primate, Rhyhorn, Meowth, Dratini, and Energy Removal. Can never have too many energy removals in my favourite card. Amy, please wake up. Huh? What's going on? I was enjoying my little nap. Well... I don't know if the microphone picked that up, actually. What? You lost? How could you? You disturbed my rest. Was it Kath? I will, oh yeah, that, I actually got it right. My dyslexia didn't screw me up on that one. I will be your next opponent. I, Amy, the Master of Water Club. We're going straight into it. Okay. 6 prize cards. Water Club Master Amy, Go-Go Rain Dance deck. Okay, let's do it. And fun fact, Rain Dance was not in Generation 1. Which means there was a move in this game before it was actually introduced in the actual game. Let the Buzz as our active, Scyther on the bench, Voltorb on the bench, Pokeball, Energy Removal, 2 Lightning Energy cards. Awesome start there. I'm suspecting that Pokeball ain't gonna be going off. It could, but then again, if I flip a heads to start off, I got a second Energy Removal, nice. If based off the first coin flip, if I flip a heads, I've got no chance of... Yep, I knew it. If I flip a head to start first, I'm not getting another head that turn. Thundershock, Paralyze, nope, of course not. 20 damage due to weakness, 1 more Thundershock that goes down. She has 1 Pokemon on the bench, sorry, make that 2 benched. Lapras on the bench, Potion, get rid of that damage I just initially did, which is annoying. Water Energy card on the Horsey, going for that Smoke Screen, which means I gotta flip a coin. If tails, I do nothing. If heads, I can go straight for my attack, so I gotta flip 2 coins now. It's so irritating. Alright, what could I do? Not much, because I don't have defenders. I'm gonna have to go for it because I want to get rid of it. Get rid of that Horsey's Water Energy card. I can go for Energy Search. Search out for what? A Lightning Energy card. That was a bit of a blank part. Oh, damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew in the back of my head. I was like, I don't have to say it. I'm not gonna get the heads, which I did. Finish your turn without attacking, which is very nice to see. Draws the Jolteon. I thought I didn't have an energy. Acerate Eevee down. I'll go for Scythe. I may as well start setting that up. It's gonna be tails the rest of the way, baby. 60 damage, Horsey goes down, and 10 to myself because no defenders to save me this time. Do get the Professor Oak though, which is very nice. My hand is kind of small. Lapras comes out, 1 Water Energy card on it, which means if it sets up for the water gun, I'm in a lot of trouble. Confuse Ray, if heads, opponent comes confused, which is like one of the most annoying status in this game. It's worse than the actual Pokemon games. Let the Buzz again, which is very nice. Might go for the energy removal because I don't want Confuse Ray going. I'm not too fussed about the Jolteon, so let's go Professor Oak. Draw 7 cards, discard those 1 card in my hand. Nice. Another energy removal, nice. Bill, another 2 cards, always great. 2 defenders, I'll definitely take them. Energy Search is Zapdos as well, so grab that Lightning Energy card, thin the deck out a little bit. Zapdos on the bench. Why not? It's gonna be a tails. I don't even need to guess what I'm gonna get any now because most times it's going to be a tails. Use that defender on Elected Buzz, there's no point using it on anyone else. Oh, that one time I don't flip a tails, I don't need the defender. That is Lapras down, however, another prize. So Goldeen is now up on the active. No, nothing that turn. Wow, that was a pretty short turn. We'll throw down the second Electabuzz. Use that second defender on Electabuzz. Go straight for the Thunder Punch. This is kind of overkill. Again, I get the heads. Kind of annoying. Alright, Alright, her last Pokemon at this point is Goldeen. 1 Water Energy card, evolves into the Seakin. Finish the turn without attacking. That should be all she wrote for this battle, I think, because I don't think she can do... I think that might be down. No, I'm incorrect. No, I'm correct, that's down. There we go, that's all she wrote, no active Pokemon. That was a very quick duel. I think the one with the 2 prizes actually went the longest in this episode. Oh no, I lost! Well, since I lost, you can have this water medal. This should get you a step closer to inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Alrighty. We have 6 out of 8 medals. Nice. And then the Science medal will make us 7. And the only one left would be the Fighting Club. You can also have these. They should come in handy. So, if my memory is correct, there should be 2 laboratory booster packs. Electrode, Seadra, Porygon, Pokédex, Tentacruel, Grimer, Onix, Slowpoke, Psyduck, Doduo. And the second booster pack is going to give us Poliwrath, Ghastly, Pokédex, Marowak, Spearow, Magnemite, Ekans, Poliwag, Horsey, and Doduo. Come see me again. I'd like to drill you again sometime. Sure you will. Right. Well, that's all done. I actually did that a lot quicker than my other ones, I think. Alright, I didn't actually want to come in here. Still 50 out of 51, unfortunately. 51 out of 51, 50 out of 50, 56 out of 56, and 5 out of 18. I really don't want to look at that now. I've missed so many of them. As for the mail, this one is going to be coming in from Dr. Mason in regards to Amy, which we've just beaten. I have some information for you about Amy's deck. She's the master of the Water Club. Her deck uses Rain Dance, Blastoids, Pokemon Power. Well, there you go, folks. She uses Blastoids. That's the main gimmick of her deck. And we all know how strong that is. I've already demonstrated that particular power so many times already in this short play. This deck allows her to keep attaching water energy to her water Pokemon to power them up. Her deck's weakness is lightning Pokemon. I know I kind of cheated using the easy way out of that one. I suggest you duel her using the deck from the Psychic... What? I suggest you use the deck from the Psychic Metal deck machine. Is that a mistake? Or is a Lightning Club deck bad? That's confusing. She's weak to lightning, but used the Psychic Machine deck. I'm so confused. Here's a booster pack for you. After you can really confuzzled me on that one. Dragonite, Executor, Double Colorist, Jolteon, Shelter, Pikachu, Vulpix, Drowsy, Voltorb, and Mankey. Keep it up and don't give up. I'm really confused. Why the Psychic Metal deck? But not the Lightning. I can't even remember the Lightning Club deck. Surely it wasn't that bad. I'm so confused. The only thing I could think from the Psychic Club would be the Mew card that prevents damage from evolution cards. That's about the only thing. Or Mr. Mime. Anything over 30 damage gets negated. Otherwise, anything like 10, 20, I think even 30 got negated. 10 or 20 damage took it out. Maybe. That's not a reason to use that deck over super effective. I'm so confused. Anyways, I think we should... Should we check the challenge hole to see if there's anything there? Nah, there's no one here. Alright, well... I think that might be it for this episode. So the next episode, as I said, I'm assuming we're going straight to the Science Club. After that, what's left is the Fighting Club. And I don't even know who I'm going to beat the Fighting Club with. I think I've done every type so far. I mean, Colorist is the last one to do. What deck have I not done? Let's go card. I've done Grass, I've done Fire, I've done Water, I've done Electric, I've done Fighting, I've done Psychic, and Colorist is next episode. I honestly have a choice of what I want to do. Do I go back to Psychic to beat Fighting, or do I go and do like an actual Fighting deck? I mean, we haven't technically done a real decent Fighting deck, I guess. But there's no point doing Fighting against Fighting. Unless I just go and use one of my overpowered decks like Blastoids or something and take it out. Because I would assume there's going to be a colorist deck somewhere in one of those minions decks to try and counter the a Psychic deck or something. I mean, it would be nice to go back and use like Venusaur or even Blastoise as a bit of a throwback deck, I guess. Colorist is completely useless to me at this point. So I don't know what I'm going to do about the Fighting Club, but anyways, as I said, next episode we'll be up against the Science Club with the Colorist deck. So, until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying probably expect another episode quite soon because I actually want this whole series done before Ultra Sun and Moon comes out, which means I better hope my ear doesn't explode in the next couple of hours or the next couple of days because I actually want the few episodes out in the meantime, so expect that. But until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!